Okay, so this is our family. We have our 3-year-old. I guess I can show you like this. 3-year-old, 5-year-old, 7-year-old, our 7-year-old adopted son, who we adopted 2 years ago, and Aiden is our oldest, our 9-year-old. I have to actually start the slideshow. Okay, so this is UNC Greeley. This is where Dave and I met, and we met in college. I want to say it was the first week that I was in college as a freshman, and he was a sophomore, and he came into the dorm room asking for a guitar. And I said, "Oh, I have one." And it was my roommate's, and I ran it out to him, and he said, "Thank you." And he started playing The Cat Came Back, and I said, "That's my favorite song," which it's nobody's favorite song, but we hit it off, and we just really got to talking, and we connected on the fact that we were Christians, and we talked about our purpose in life, and it really was to share Jesus with others. And he was in the journalism program for the past year, and he changed over to the education program to become a teacher, because we both talked about how we could minister to others through teaching. So we moved from see if I can show this. We moved from Colorado to Florida, and we taught together, and really felt that that was our mission. We were able to share God's love with many students, and especially Dave. He was not inhibited by the confines of the public school rules, and he was able to minister to many students, and we loved it. We moved to Georgia to kind of expand ourselves out of that very Christian public school setting to more of a diverse setting, and he loved it. We really were able to minister to more kids. However, we looked at our life and we realized, is this the best life? Is this what God has called us to? We were comfortable. We loved it. We loved the church. We loved our community. We loved the schools that the kids were in. Everything was so comfortable. But God said, "No, I want more for you." And we knew that we needed to go into full-time ministry. So we looked at the world, and we saw that New Zealand needed God. And so we thought we would do it on our own. For 2 years, we tried to get to New Zealand. We tried to go through the immigration process, and we kept hitting roadblocks, and we could not get there on our own. And we realized we needed an organization to back us, to teach us how to minister, how to get there, who needs Jesus. And that's how we found Greater Europe Mission. With Greater Europe Mission, their focus and love is for Europe. And we were so confused. We're like, well, isn't Europe a Christian area? Like, there's churches, and the background is all in Catholicism and Protestants, and isn't it Christian? And then we began to find out that only 2% of Europeans will call Jesus their personal savior. Only 2% or less. And really, the Protestant name and the Catholicism name is linked to their background. They might say, "I'm a Catholic, but I don't believe in God." So we, to kind of give you an idea of what that looks like and what spoke to our hearts, is there are 600 people in this picture. This is in London. And if there was a attack and everyone here died, only these few souls would get to go to heaven. And that's what really spoke to us. It really pulled on our heartstrings, and we realized that Europe was where we needed to go. So with Greater Europe Mission, they do listen to your calling. Where does God want you to be? And we really want to be in Scotland. We see the need for God in Scotland specifically. Because going back to, we didn't want to do this on our own. We realized that we needed support, we needed training and help. So we are first going to go into Birmingham, and that's our focus city. And they're going to partner us with the church, and we're going to learn how to minister to the people, how to be there for them. And as teachers, our background and teaching and loving the youth, that's what we want to do. We want to push into the schools, we want to go into the sports programs, and we want to share God's love with them. And then our second phase will be in Scotland. And that's also where we will minister to the youth. Dave in a chaplain position, possibly, working in the sports program, going in and having pizza Wednesdays after school to fellowship with the students and really share with them Jesus' love, especially at a really rough time in their lives. Teenage years are not the easiest years, and they're getting ready to transition to university, where most of the professors are going to be secular, and they're going to teach them that there is no God, and they're going to wonder what is life, and they're going to have those questions of purpose. So this is a time that I'd ask you questions. We go into support raising and how we are looking to God for our support. And then the people that we are coming alongside, our ministry partners, have to look to God too, to say, where do we invest our money and our finances for mission work? Is it within the church? Is it with other missionaries? They are looking to God, we're looking to God, and then we're just having this invitation to invest. Whether it is right with them or not, that's between them and God. We have this slide for people who, like my parents, don't believe that asking for support is biblical, but we teach them that Jesus was supported by 2 women financially, and Paul went around to the churches and he was supported, and he told them to support the missionaries. And Jeremiah went before the king. Elijah was told to go to the widow and her son who didn't have any food and ask for their last meal, and they obeyed, and they were all blessed, and the widow and her son had food forever. So these are just some examples. So this would be our our slide where we would ask people to come alongside us. These are our monthly contributions, and we would ask people, depending on who we're asking, to come alongside us for a certain amount. And again, we're not asking you, but I just wanted to show this to you so you have an idea. And ours is right about $9,000 a month that we will have to raise, and just a little over $100,000 for our launch fund. So then we show this is our link, and everything is through GEM, Greater Europe Mission, and their website. It's all nonprofit and tax deductible, and everything goes through them. And then we are connected on Donor Hub, and we're able to see who our supporters are and to really connect with them as not just people giving us money, but prayer partners and people who are walking alongside us and are involved in this ministry with us. They are the ones that are helping to minister to these lives. So anyway, I do want to include you on the newsletter if you would like that. I'd love to update you on everything. And then if you have any referrals that you can think of based on all this information, that would be so super helpful. And then we also have our launch fund. If people cannot give monthly and cannot come alongside us, maybe they can give a one-time gift or maybe an annual gift to help us reach our goals. So that's what we have. If you could give any feedback, that would be amazing. Or any referrals, that'd be amazing too. And thank you so much. I know this is 9 minutes long and counting, and I appreciate your time so much.